guys, welcome back to my channel. We have another foundation review for you today. This time it is still on a drugstore foundation. I told you guys I have so many drugstore foundations and I'm really excited to really get a little bit more into drugstore, more affordable products, because I know those are always the best. And those I feel like you need to dig a little bit more to find the best affordable products. But today we're going to be talking about a drugstore foundation that just recently came out. So if you want to learn what it is, then just keep on watching. Mwah. So today I'm going to be trying out the new Revlon Insta Filter Photo Ready Foundation. So this just came out from Revlon. I did get to attend an event with Revlon where I got my hands on these guys. Thank you, Revlon. And we're going to try it out for you guys today. So I'm going to wear it all day so that you guys can, or so that I can get a feel of how this foundation holds up. I have two different colors right here. I have 330 natural tan and 240 medium beige. They are very far apart from each other. I'm not sure if this is like the next step up from this, but these are the two that I have. I'm gonna be mixing them together to get my perfect shade. So I'm pretty sure that this foundation is supposed to be full coverage. It's called Insta Filter. So I'm assuming that we're basically supposed to look like an instant filter kind of thing going on here. And I'm not sure off the top of my head what it retails for, but I will put it somewhere on the video so that you guys know what you're paying for, or what you're paying for to get this. Yeah. So without further ado, let's jump into this video and try out this foundation. So I'm gonna pick up 240 medium beige first. So the top comes off like this, and I think you just twist up. So there's the foundation right there. So I'm gonna try, this actually might be a good color for me. I'm gonna try to apply it with this what is this? So I don't know how I feel about this little sponge here. I'm actually gonna stick with just this foundation. I'm not gonna mix the other one. When I was at the Revlon event, they kind of portrayed this foundation as something that you would like use 3 of the foundations to kind of contour, highlight, and then one is your base color. So maybe I will use this guy as a contour, but I'm just not feeling this applicator. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it onto the back of my hand and apply it with just a sponge. There I go. So much better. So this shade is actually a little too warm for me. If you guys can, I don't know if you guys can tell. I can tell in the real light over here, but this is a little too warm for me. I would definitely want to go a little bit more neutral or a little bit lighter. Surprisingly, I feel like the tube doesn't give like a really great representation of what comes out. You can see it's like really warm tone against my hand. And it does oxidize for sure. You can see that as I'm putting a new layer of foundation on. You can see that it does oxidize to get a little bit warmer. So since we do have this other one here, I am gonna try it out and just contour a bit with it. It does take just like a second to get it out. So what I'm confused about, you guys, is do you see how dark this foundation is and how light this one is kind of compared to each other? I used this one as a contour and it worked. I actually like this as a contour. It works pretty well. It's not like an in-your-face contour, but it's there. You can see it I definitely think that I hope that there's a better color than this out there for me. So I use 240 medium beige all over my face, and then natural tan is what I'm using to contour. So looking at it right now, it looks like it's definitely, I would honestly go with medium coverage. Let me zoom you guys in even more. I'm actually enjoying it right now because it's not super matte, but it's also not super shiny. It hasn't set into the face, but you can tell that it is going to if you give it just a second. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and we are going to come back and I will give you my thoughts before I head out into the world and really try this foundation out. All right, guys, so I am back. Just a really quick, simple makeup that I did here. So far so good. I'm actually enjoying this foundation. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's not creasing. It's not creasing on my forehead. It's not creasing around my mouth. Here is a close-up. So it's looking pretty good, and I am, like I said, I am enjoying it so far. So I'm gonna go run some errands, do some things that I have to do today, and I will be back with my final thoughts on this brand new foundation from Revlon. Hey guys, I am back. It's been about 6 hours, and I've had this foundation on for those 6 hours. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in close so you can see what it really looks like. So looking at this foundation a little bit closer, I can definitely safely say that I'm not a fan of this color. It does sit, like, it looks good on camera, but in person it just has kind of like this too warm of a tint to it. And these definitely, I would say, oxidize for sure, 110%, even a little bit more after you've had it sitting on your face for a little bit. It did start to crease on my forehead area, as you can see. I did get a little bit shiny, not a crazy amount of shine right there. If I had like a blotting sheet, I did not touch it, so I didn't want to touch it. But if I had a blotting sheet, I could probably blot that and it'd go away. It did start to crease around my mouth area. And then this is gonna be like a weird statement, but I almost felt like the foundation like sucked all of the product on top of it into the foundation. Like, I feel like there is less pigmentation on like my cheeks, and like this highlight used to be blinding. So I don't know if that's just a case of like going through about my day. But the foundation ended up kind of looking a little bit splotchy in a little areas of my face. Again, I did not use setting spray, and I don't like to use setting spray in my foundation reviews because I did it once and it messed up the whole foundation. So I feel like maybe if I used a setting spray, this may have sat a little bit better on my face. With all that being said, I'm kind of still on the fence about this foundation. I don't love it, I don't hate it. Somewhere in the middle of all of that. It is a little bit expensive. I believe that it is up there in the high like teens, and I think that's super, super, super expensive for a foundation or a drugstore foundation in general. This sponge that's here on the top, I don't think is really, I would have just rather like a pump and then apply it with my own brushes and my own sponges. I think that they need a wider range of colors because I feel really stuck kind of like having these two colors to go off of. But with all that being said, you guys, if you try out this foundation, please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on it, if you like it, if you don't like it. But that's all I have for you guys today in this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe and check out all of my other reviews. Love you!